Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, all praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakaha Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world inwardly calls God. Yahweh, meaning He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushai, meaning He is salvation. He delivers. Bahashem, in the name. Rakaha Kodash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who teach one rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace and salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth of risk of their own lives throughout the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim listening and learning in sincerity and the truth and the science, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp, here in Toronto, here with another lesson. And we'll get right into it. Right, some current events and prophecy. Right, some news articles here. We have this one on Newsmax. Monday, January 1st, 2024. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Right. And it says here, economy at risk as $117 billion in office mortgages coming due. Right, and this could be a potential problem for the economy. Right, the U.S. economy could be at risk this year as about $117 billion in loans to office buildings across the country are coming due and must be repaid or refinanced. A large portion of that is at risk of defaulting, which could prove costly to banks and developers, with some becoming insolvent, the Daily Mail reported Monday, citing the Mortgage Bankers Association. It also could increase the likelihood of sparking a recession. Owners of the office spaces across the country got their loans when interest rates were half what they are now, and the owners might not be able to refinance them at the higher rates. Economists last month found 40% of office loans were underwater or owing more than the property is worth, the Daily Mail reported. Smaller regional banks who loan the money to buy them could be at risk if the loans default, as they are not big enough to handle the losses, right? And those small regional banks that handed out these loans, right? They'll go under if these commercial properties default, right? Listen, Babylon the Great, America the Great is through, right? The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, right? 2024 is going to be a serious year. A lot of things are going on, man, right? Isaiah (24:7). The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth. All the merry-hearted do sigh. All the merry-hearted do sigh, right? And last night was Esau's New Year, right? People were out there in that mirth spirit, okay? Counting down a ball, popping champagne, right? Drunk out of their minds. A lot of adultery took place, right? But you see today, they're waking up with hangovers and back to reality, right? All the merry-hearted do sigh, right? It's true for this place, man. Some of these people are broke. Most of these people are broke. Broke coming out of Esau's Christmas festivities, right? And Christmas is wicked, right? Most of these people are paying the bare minimum on their credit cards, man, which only covers the interest. They're not knocking off. They're not paying down They're not clearing up that credit card bill, man. They're just paying the interest alone. Verse 8, the mirth of tabrets ceaseth, right? Music. The mirth, the joy of tabrets, musical instruments, ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth, right? The happiness. You look on social media and it's all kinds of people crying, complaining about the cost of living. They shall not drink wine with a song, right? Parties and bullshit, getting drunk in the club. There's no happiness in that no more for the Babylonians, man. A lot of Babylonians are saying this Xmas season was there was no vibes, right? That's the Lord visiting this place, man. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, right? They're gonna get plastered drunk, and it's not gonna cure their woes, man. They're gonna wake up with a hangover, have to wear sunglasses in the morning, pop Esau's pharmacia, some Tylenol, some aspirin, and they're gonna be in sorrow. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house, right? The city of confusion. Right? America the Great, Babylon the Great. The Hebrew word for confusion is Babel, Babel, right? That's America. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, right? And there's for lease signs going up everywhere. Going out of business sales going on everywhere. Liquidation. Chapter 11 bankruptcy, right? When these office buildings get repossessed by the banks, they're vacant. Verse 11, there's crying for wine in the streets, right? People are going to want answers. People already want answers. People want to know what's going on. Why is the cost of living so high? There's a viral video of a woman complaining. She hates Christmas. Everything's out. She's driving. Everything's all fucked up. Everything is all bullshit. Right? Crying for wine in the streets. People want answers. They want to know what's going on. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. The mirth, the joy, the happiness. Right? People were partying last night in vain. Right? They're waking up today worse off, more in debt, with a hangover, one paycheck away from being evicted. This article from yesterday, Sunday, December 31st, 2023. More big companies set to collapse in 2024. Industry experts warn, right? More big firms are likely to go bust next year amid the double whammy of high borrowing costs and pressure on consumer budgets, according to insolvency experts, right? The sound of the grinding, right? Lord will, this is the year, man. The hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. Right? It's gonna get bad out here. Ecclesiastes 12:1, and it reads, and this is the will of the Lord. The Lord's visiting this place, man. It says, remember power in your youth. Ecclesiastes 12:1, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. Right? You seek the Lord as a young man. Right? When you can do this work. While the evil days come not, right? Before all hell breaks loose, man. Isaiah 55:6. Isaiah 55:6 says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Right? While the evil days come not, right? Because the Lord's about to remove his word from going out throughout the four corners of the earth, which is the famine of the word. The Lord's getting ready to withdraw his prophets once the elect are sealed. Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, right? And the sun, the light, the moon, the stars, the wisdom, the knowledge, and this understanding, right? Not be darkened, meaning while there's still access to this truth, right? Because once the famine of word comes, once this diabolical madman turns off the grid, there's no access to this truth, man. And there's going to be there's no room for repentance in that time, right? Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, right? While the evil days come not, right? Before all hell breaks loose out here, man. Nor the clouds return after the rain. In the days when the keepers of the house shall tremble, right? These financial advisors, these stock market watchers, these stock market analysts, right? This report's coming out from financial analysts, man. Insolvency experts, right? Those are bankruptcy experts, administrators and restructuring specialists, right? Bankruptcy administrators, right? The keepers of the house, stock market advisors, portfolio advisors, stock market analysts, right? They're trembling, and the strong men shall bow themselves, right? The strong men, right? Esau's military, right? The those that are getting the bag, those that have those that have been well off, the wealthy, right? They're being brought low. Middle class, that's going to be non-existent soon. And the grinders cease because there are few, right? Jobs are going to cease. It's going to be joblessness out here. And those that look out of the windows be darkened, right? Those that look out of the windows, those that are those that have a 5-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 4-year plan, looking into the future. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's darkened. It doesn't look good. Verse 4, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, right? Everything's closing up, going out of business. When the sound of the grinding is low, the work, employment, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, right? The alarm clocks. You're not going to be getting up to go to work no more, man. And all the daughters of music shall be brought low. The daughters of music, garbage music out here, man. What did that girl just win out there? What's her name? Sexy Red, Song of the Year, something like that, man. It's trash. Next article. Earth expected to be bombarded by intense solar storms next year, right? See, Esau Edom is telling you what he thinks. Listen, when Esau turns off the lights, right? That movie Leave the World Behind, that's going to become a reality. Scientists predict that we will reach solar maximum in 2024 much sooner than expected and with flares strong enough to cripple the world's internet for weeks. Right? They're telling you what they're going to do, man. And this is how the Lord gets down. Right? This is the internet goes down. It's a plague, man. Same plagues that ancient Egypt. I think it's 17. Wisdom of Solomon 17, right? And this is how the Lord visited Egypt in the ancient world, man. Wisdom of Solomon 17. There's another one. There's another one I want. It's in Exodus. Slakia. Let me look at my sword. I know where it is on the page. Slakia. Let me turn on the lights here. Can't see. Exodus 10 and Exodus 10, 23. Exodus 10 and 23. Exodus 10 and 22. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days, right? Darkness. So this is how the Lord gets down, man. Scripture saying, Second Ezra 15, I will strike Egypt with plagues as before, right? Egypt being America, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, as before. So the same way the Lord took out ancient Egypt, right? The Lord's going to strike America the Great with plagues similar to the ones that he took down Egypt with, man. Verse 23. Exodus 10 and 23, they saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. Right. Darkness. Right. That's the grid going down in ancient Egypt, whatever their power source was. There was no light. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, right? And the elect, Lord willing, we have that number, man. When Esau turns out the lights, when the Lord puts a spirit on Esau Edom to turn out the lights, and Esau Edom blames it on an intense solar storm, the elect men of the Lord will be preserved in that day, man. Right? Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 20. And it reads, for the whole world shined with clear light, and none were hindered in their labor. Over them only was spread a heavy night, over Egypt, ancient Egypt, an image of that darkness which had afterwards received them, but yet were they unto themselves more grievous than the darkness, right? So when the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai took out Egypt with darkness for 3 days, man, right? Only the Israelites were preserved in that day. Only the Israelites had light in their dwellings, man. Right? So when the Lord smites America the Great, Babylon the Great, all hell gonna break loose. Grid down in America the Great, savage town out here, man. Death, sword, right? By now, everyone knows Japan battles to find New Year's Day quake survivors, right? Bright and early on brand new Esau's brand new New Year's Day, a 7.4 7.6. The quake with a preliminary magnitude of 7.6 struck in the middle of the afternoon on Monday, right? Yesterday, man. Right? Earthquakes in diverse places, right? The Lord started it off with a bang. right? With more to come. So with that, stay prayed up, prayed out, CC. Kala la Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and teacher and Ruwell. Shalom to the hopeful elect.